There are a lot of people who lie and get away with it.
Well, it was a bit of a mixed reaction. A mixed reaction
with audible gasps and actually some boos from the crowd. Gasps and boos from conservatives at CPAC. Audible gasp and even some boos from the crowd.
Audible gasps and some boos from the crowd.
What did Iraq have to do with what?
The attack on the World Trade Center.
Nothing. Just send your cash.
War and danger.
Continuing danger. Hour of danger.
Very, very dangerous world.
A grave new threat.
Horrific acts of atrocity.
Murderous regimes.
Dedicating to killing us.
Tyranny and terror.
Slaughtered thousands.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Weapons programs.
The deadliest of weapons.
Terrible weapons. Nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons.
Poison gas. Torture chambers. Mass graves.
Deadly technologies.
Radical ideology of hate.
Get stuck in Iraq.
Just send your cash.
Terror threats.
Terror.
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 War on terrorism.
War against terrorism.
Global war on terror.
Global terrorism. 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 Terrorism. Terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism.
Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism. Terrorism.
The evil terrorists. 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 Terrorists.
Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists.
Terrorist.
Terrorists.
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 Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists. Terrorists.
One of the things that President will do is to make sure your money is spent wisely.
Read my lips.
Officials are stumped, worried, and perplexed.
I gotta say, I'm stumped. I am really stumped. I just am so stumped. I'm stumped and I'm stumped.
You said you were stumped.
I'm still stumped. I hate to sound like everyone else sounds. I want to hear it. But I was surprised, puzzled, all the words you've been hearing. That's what leaves me really just kind of heartbroken. Oh, Robin, it's so horribly unfair. I feel like crying. This is heartbreaking to myself to be puzzling. I think there's a lot.
That's the White House talking point, Ari.
In this, I dare not depend upon my personal sympathy as a longtime friend of the former president, nor my professional judgment as a lawyer. Now, therefore, I, Gerald R. Ford, have granted, and by these presents do grant, a full, free, and absolute pardon unto Richard Nixon.
Beginning this moment, this nation will never use more foreign oil than we did in 1977. Never.
We had kids in incubators, and they were thrown out of the incubators so that Kuwait could be systematically dismantled.
Third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda, kind of catapult the propaganda, kind of catapult the propaganda.
Well, I'm not a crook.
For the truth to sink in.
If this were a dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator.